everybody, welcome back. Anthony Griffin, Kim Mathis and Associates, Greensboro, North Carolina. And I wanted to come back with another video that's geared more towards my buyers out there, specifically what to expect with listing prices here in 2021 as a buyer. So if you have purchased a home previously, or if you were in the market in years past, you might look at a listing price on a house and consider that kind of the ceiling or the high watermark of what you would consider paying for that home. Based off of a lot of different factors, usually you could expect to get a home for slightly under, or in some cases maybe even drastically under, what the listing price was, because homes were sitting a while longer. We had come off the housing market crash in 2009 and 2010. So there was a lot more inventory and a lot less buyers. So you had a little bit more leeway or flexibility when purchasing the house. In today's market, you really need to look at the listing price more as a reserve, something that you might see if you went to an auction type setting. So if you've never been to an auction, basically what happens is you have multiple people who are bidding on a select item, and usually the seller who put that item up for auction has a reserve price. And this reserve price is the absolute minimum that they would be willing to accept to part with that item. So think about that as far as listing prices go. So instead of thinking of the listing price as the ceiling, think of that more so now as the floor, or the minimum that a seller would be willing to accept. Because in most instances, you're going to be in a circumstance where you as a buyer are not the only interested party in that home. You're more than likely not the only one who's putting in an offer on that home. So in order to get a home and get an offer accepted on a home in today's market, especially in Greensboro, one thing to consider is making the cleanest offer possible and presenting the best possible terms, thinking of it in terms of you can negotiate more on the back end once you're under contract. Once you've had your inspection period and have been able to review the condition and quality of the home, that's a better time to start to see what can be negotiated out and worked on. Because here in Greensboro, over the last 3 months, we've basically had 700 homes sell. Of those 700 homes that have closed, the list price to sale price average has been 100%, meaning that if somebody came on the market and put their home on the market at $250, they got $250 to sell. Average days on the market across all 700 of those homes is 21 days. So this factors in homes that have been sitting on the market for well over 200, 300 days, and homes that have been on the market for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So the vast majority of homes, especially if you're in a super attractive price point, which would be that $150,000 to $200,000 and $300,000 price range, most of those homes are on the market for single-digit days. You know, you might be looking at a home that you were planning on seeing on the weekend, and maybe you even put in the request to see it on Wednesday for Saturday, and then your agent calls you a few days later on and says, hey, I'm sorry, they pulled all the other showings, they already went under contract, they got a great offer, and the sellers decided to take it. That's what we're seeing here in Greensboro. Every area can be different, so always consult with a real estate professional in your area. But if you have any questions specifically for me, all of my contact information is going to be up on the screen in just a moment. Give me a call, send me a message. Any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a great day.